What's yoga about? For many it's about stretching. But why are there so strange postures? The usual stretching is quite enough. And what all these breaths are for? To hold breath when we forget face covering while in public. For many yoga is about meditation. And if sitting with our legs crossed and eyes closed is boring, we sniff aroma sticks, listen to some meditative music. Old schoolish? If yes, there are all sorts of gadgets and apps in App Store, but it's intuitively clear that these decorations and toys will not nearly help in self-knowledge. Then maybe go for a couple of yoga retreats for digital detox, or hang out in a yoga fest. Well, maybe it's okay to hang out if there is a cool lineup, of course, but what does it change? What can we actually change, and what sort of yoga is needed? If we step back and look at our life from some distance, like in a time-lapse, we can see how we get into the same stories. And if we move further away, we can see how we pass along common paths, similar stages of personal growth. But if we zoom in, everyone goes through these stages in one's own way. Yes, we have to reinvent the wheel, because the world through which we make our personal route is not the same as it was a generation ago, and does not closely resemble the last century or surely the last millennium. Yoga is a story about methods of personal growth, and this story is an ancient one. So why is it relevant still? Because it's about methods of controlling attention, emotions, memory, and cognition. I think it's natural that most people do not come to such systems of practice right away. Usually we first wind circles along mainstream and understandable trajectories. Soulful articles of psychologists, perhaps a visit to our council, or a couple of pills of nootropics, or something harder, the same retreats, or another emotional detox. And what? Well, someone is okay with this. But if this is not about us, then the further we live, the more we study things both deep and creep, we try different practices, the more we feel inner dissatisfaction, meaninglessness. Something turns out to be too simple and marvelous. Something is utilitarian and does not inspire. Something is of lofty matters, nothing to do with the actual life. Well, in such situation, we have a choice to pretend that we are okay with these options, or to take a risk and, in practice, learn things about ourselves that cannot be rewound. Those who think about whether it is worth studying this other yoga intuitively feels this and makes this choice. If you dare, then postural practices will come in hand. But not those creepy poses we see in yoga memes, but the ones that allow us to focus and control our attention. We also need breathing practices, and much more than it's usually thought, as attention and awareness are closely related to breath control. Detoxes with natural products will also do their job. This is not about veganism, sure, but about experimenting with your body and making a conscious choice. And of course, meditation. Well, there are even more fakes related to it than in other practices. And mindfulness-type awareness systems are too simplistic, no offense, but they are honest and do not promise much. What's the bottom line? Such yoga is inclusive, but not good for everyone. As in anything done properly, you need to work a lot, both independently and in group, both bodily and mentally. Hence, such practice demands good general and mental health. For the record, I am not a life coach, I don't advise how to live, I don't train soft skill and even don't share the secrets of the tantric sex. We master the methods of classical yoga, which affect all areas of our lives. We start with basics and step by step move on to more powerful, psychological, meditative practices. The yoga is about development. The rest is better to discuss in person. If your intuition tells you that we should give it a try, welcome. For more details, please check out the link in the description.